Hello everyone. First of all, I wanted to apologize for my English. My expressive language is only good in my mother tongue, which is obviously not English. This video is especially aimed at students and new users who are not familiar with CAD tools. Here I will show you how to create a new project. I'm gonna skip the installation steps. Please, if anyone needs a video about the installation of OmegaT, you can request it in the comments. Therefore, we have OmegaT installed, we have opened it, and we are going to create our first project. The project has to be physically somewhere in our computer's file system. So, the first thing we have to do is give it a name and a location. Since we are creating it new, we cannot select any existing files, folders or projects, but we can navigate our file system to find the location that suits us best. In my case, I have a folder exclusively for OmegaT projects, but each one can be organized as it wishes. For example, in its clients folder, by subjects. It's your job, your computer, whatever you decide. Well, we have the location. Now we give the project a name by typing it as it looks in the image. In this case, we will call it Create a New Project. We already have a named project in one place on our computer. Now we are going to set it up. We choose the source language in which the documents to be translated are written, for example, English. Now for the target language, the language into which we are going to translate, for example, Spanish. The default parameters are great to start translating, so unless you have very specific and special needs where you have to modify these parameters, I recommended you to leave them by default. Here is the location of all the subfolders of the project. By default, they are all located within the project folder, but their location and name can be defined as we named and located the project itself in the previous step. We're going to leave it at that, which is a very efficient way in principle, and we're going to save the setup. Now we have a new set project in one location and with one name, but it's empty. So we're going to upload some material for translating. As you can see, the prompt is very similar to the one we got when we created the project. But unlike those, in this one we can select documents. I recommended you to check the list of file formats supported by OmegaT, which is quite extensive by the way. If you ever find a format you need to work with and it is not supported, don't hesitate to search for information or ask about how to proceed. Sorry, the documents in the source subfolder appear in this pane. Here we only have one, but but there can be several and we can select which one we want to work on. Let's close this window. We have the document ready to start translating, but now we are not going to touch it. Instead, we'll go to the File Explorer to see what our new project looks like and what we can do with it. Wow, this is so crowded. I'm gonna have to clean up. Well, whatever. We go to the location for our project. We find our project. Here it is. We can see each of the subfolders of the project in which we can enter what we need. Inside the translation memories folder, there is another subfolder, the auto, in which we can put translation memories that we have absolute confidence in, but that we are going to leave for other tutorials and ignore for the moment. The folder for dictionaries, for glossaries. As you can see, they are all empty except the source folder, which has the document we had previously loaded. Let's open another Explorer and select a translation memory to add to our project. Well, I definitely have to do a good cleanup on my system. Sorry for the mess. The only translation memory I have available at the moment does not correspond to the language part of our project, so it could be completely useless. But at least you can see the extension DMX of the translation memories and what they look like. We take it to our translation memory folder using the simple drag and drop method. As I don't have any glossaries available right now, I'm going to borrow them from another existing project. As you can see, the glossaries can have TXT or TBX extension and can also be placed in the corresponding folder by dragging and dropping. I don't handle dictionaries, so I can't be of much help at this point, but as smart people like you already get the general working order. In order to OmegaT takes into account the newly added materials, it is necessary to reload the project, for example by pressing the F5 key. Pressing the F5 key brings up again the panel for loading documents, which, if there are not more documents to add, can be closed without any problems. After this, you can translate, save, close, and exit. You already have your first project created and operational. If you have any questions about this procedure or any other questions you may have, don't hesitate to ask in the comments on the Facebook or Twitter pages or in the Yahoo group for OmegaT users whose addresses you can easily find on the internet, but just in case, I put them in the description. Bye!